Why, hello everyone, and welcome to the stream. This is Otaku Showboat. Today is Thursday, August 5th, 2021. And I see I have a few drop frames from the beginning of the stream. I think that was just a beginning of the stream thing with Streamlabs, but I'll keep an eye on it. There's 188 frames that it dropped as I went live, but yeah. Things today have been a little bit interesting, to say the least, because I figured out the hard way that I had a loose power connection on the back wall on this side of my desk. There's a wall right there, right behind where you are, and on that wall is one of the is the plug for one of my uh big surge protector power strips. And on that power strip includes the modem, as well as the two of my screens and the printer, so that's been taken care of. Hello, Ave. Welcome. I see you no longer have a icon next to your name. Just wanted to point that out. But hello, regardless. Welcome to today's Factorio stream. We shall be playing Factorio, and we shall be trying to get into Purple Science. I will also note that I have fully updated my PC, as well as updated the drivers, the graphics drivers. Graphics and the Windows itself have been updated to the max. That applied yesterday as well, and besides the few performance issues that are seemingly inherent to Planet Coaster, we're going to see if we have graphics freezes today. If we still have graphics freezes today happen during this Factorio stream, something is up. Something's wrong. I was noticing that I was having a few graphics, hiccups in Genshin Impact, and today I had a few of them, but it's really hard to tell if it's a difference between a internet connection thing, because the game is always online. It's technically on a server as if it were multiplayer, and everything you do gets tracked as if it were a massively multiplayer online RPG. So it can get a little iffy as to what caused a spike of graphics lag with that game. Am I considering nuclear as a power option for Factorio in this playthrough? No. Not for like a primary power source. Nah, I'm not considering that. I never consider that for a source of power. Outside potentially as a way of dealing with the whatever U-235 for whatever the really rare one is that we end up with. So, last time we met, I got the yellow quantum interactions labs. I got to the point where I could make these, which means that I made tungsten so that I could have these, and these allow me to process pink, purple, and yellow science in particular. There are other labs for other sciences, but for now, we have these. How many do I need? 20 to upgrade the labs that I have. So that's fine. We are going to be heading on over to place these labs. Where did I park? Right up here. And then we're going to work towards getting into purple science, which will definitely be a mission that will likely take the entirety of today's stream and potentially even longer. Because while we went over, sort of planned out in Hellmod what to do for the 3 levels of sciences I want to get into next, gosh, this is a real major pain in the rear end. Yeah. This is what we're going to be doing, and it involves a lot of shenanigans. First off, though, I want to get these labs upgraded / changed. There's not really any difference in speed between these labs, which is sad, but we'll take it. We shall take it. Oh, right. Right. Huh. This is the easier way of dealing with this problem. There we go. Do I need the modules labs once I've researched all the modules? No. That is the one thing about the modules labs and the alien labs as well, is that once you've cleared all of those techs, you no longer need the labs at all. I currently still need the labs just because I am continuing to work on all that. I still have techs to take. Oh, I love it. Just cut in half the total number of power poles here. Yep, it's a temp setup completely. Whoops. Just wanted to clean this up. Thanks. Alright, so where do I want to do this purple science? Well, this is reserved, this is reserved, this is reserved. So I've got spots here and here. And I've got all this over here. And these 4 over here. My science processing is all the way over here. But it won't really matter in the grand scheme where I put this. So it's gonna go here. I have decided we're gonna have this here. I'm going to need a rather large train station, which, yeah, I should probably have a look at some of my other large train stations to see. Oh, yeah. I did that. I did that way for you. I'm not gonna do that way. No, instead I'm actually just gonna plop you here, like so that we can get all of those stations out there. That should be good enough for me to park my locomotive. Jeez, how much rail am I carrying? Only 300 units. Alright. What does this train station actually look like in the grand scheme of things? I think I made this note. For purple, I need copper ore. I need iron ore. These three things here are just copper ore because of the way Helmont is working. Iron ore, uh, charcoal, plastic monosilicon, grain circuits, tin plate, silver plate, lead plate, red circuits. Do I have silver plate? I believe I do because I have these solar panels. I know I have silver plates available. So that much I know that I have. And I need science out. And I think that's it. There's no other, like, fluid in, as far as I'm aware, that I know that I need. There's this sulfur dioxide here, wastewater, carbon dioxide. The carbon dioxide is out of charcoal, same as the carbon. Oxygen is made local, as well as the sulfuric wastewater and sulfur dioxide. That will be local, because we need blue algae for this build. So we're doing some porous lime scrubbing. Let's make sure to get into, actually what would be nice is acid gas scrubbing, but that doesn't give me sulfur dioxide, does it? No, it does not. Wait, what does the scrubbing give? Hydrogen sulfide. I see. I see. I won't need to do it, because this... excuse me? Are you telling me there's a oh. I see. Well, that's useful because that means I can void that effectively. Excuse me, but I apparently have some allergies right now, and I need to take care of that real quick. I'll be back imminently after I go through about, I don't know, 8+ tissues. 4 tissues later, little bit of reprieve. We'll see. We'll see how effective that was, or if I'll need to continue at some point as we go along, because my sinuses just fill quickly. Like as quickly as I can remove it, it'll refill, and it's all dust. Like despite this air purifier that I have right next to me, that's helping in this room. Unfortunately, this is a rather large house full of dust everywhere. It could, like, any number of things could be triggering these allergies besides just this air in this one room. It could be stuff that's in the carpet that's coming up and getting to me before it goes through the air purifier. That's definitely an option. Uh, I need to uh, I need to really get in here and do a scrub down. Get get all the stuff off the desk, get the desk cleaned off, get all the surfaces cleaned off, get the vacuum going in here, just get everything out and do a like full detail work cleaning on everything, and that might help out quite a bit for the allergies. Sure seems to work when I was in Kansas for a time. Just every time I would get the allergies in the morning, vacuum, and then the allergies would go away. And when they came back was when I would vacuum again. A good, easy way to tell when it's time to do the vacuuming. So this is going to be a thing that I do. It's just that I'll need to void excess sulfur dioxide, so I need to make sure that I have extra buildings in here. Another thing that I need to keep in mind as I go along. The other thing is that I do have modules, and will want to make use of them anytime I have a situation where I have more than one building. So in every situation where I have more than one building, I should be maximizing my speed. Those are standard oil refineries. Have I made better oil refineries? Hold on. Get in. Let me look at my. I have normal oil refineries at Mark 1. What can I make? I can make level 3s. I think I should be making level 3s. But I only have the level 1s, so where's my mall? Here. Hello, mall. It's nice to see you. That building can be that refinery. Now this will take a little bit of trickery. Because this is going to need to add the previous level of refinery. Plates, gears, pipes. Plates, pipes. Gears. There we go. Really wish additional pace settings genuinely worked with the add setup, but if I Yeah. Ahem. It sucks. It's bad. It's bad. Need to do the same thing with the level 2 refineries. Oh wait, did I put in the level 1 or the level 2 on that? I did put in the level 2, good. Not that one, that one. So this needs to go somewhere with, what now? Green circuits and steel? Hmm. Humma. Green circuits and steel. Well, there's nothing really that I see here. Green circuits and steel. It needs a lot of things. Steel gears, yes. Steel pipe. And the oil refinery. Now to find it again. Where was it? Where was that? There. Bring me doohickeys. And then always work with some semblance of limits on these output chests. Alright, they are delivering. I will have the purple building. This guy. That means I'm down to 1. I do need 1 module. It can take 4, but it can't take productivity for this, which sucks. How about those oil and gas separators? How about them? I do have access to the level 3. I have made the level 2. So all I need is the level 3. Getting made on the network. Similar setup to previously. This one's probably just gonna get its own thingy. Yep. Then copy. Okay, so that puts the limit on. And that will be that. For that building. You. That. Apply to everything. And then you. Speed 5. Speed 5. And that's it. You there. All the speed. And still needs 2. Wow. All the speed. I'll take it. 4 into 2. Yeah, that will work. And then down here, you have 4. Now you're at 2. And that should, theoretically, be that. For 1. For 1 out. With level 5 productivity modules. From there it'll get beaconed, but that's fine. Lots of extra stuff here as well. Lots of extra stuff to demolish. So, what do we start with? The train station, of course. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh boy. 10. Yeah, sure. That'll do. At least it better. Ta-da! There you go. That one is always a pain, because there's no way to select the one that's behind. There is no select behind button. Ew, that's a lot of power poles. Whoops. Let's get rid of all of them before the bots get here. I'll replace it with my level 4s so that when I work on this other stations. My stream disconnected. Hello? Hello? Uh-oh. Internet? Internet? Bitrate. Bitrate's died. Hold up. Internet? Internet? Upload speed? Upload speed is dead. Maybe. Maybe? Are we... Are we back? I think we're back. What happened? I don't know. The internet blipped, and then Streamlabs refreshed. And there was drop frames, a bunch of them. Still are. The connection, I think my internet connection is iffy. I haven't dropped yet. Well, it is back-ish, but it's dropping frames. I see it actively dropping frames right now, and I've got like error about smooth viewing and all that. We're dropping down to 2 megabits. I'm streaming the streaming bitrate at 6. So I need to oh, and then it goes down to 1. Ooh, that's 370. 0. What is going on with my internet connection? I don't know. This is strictly the internet connection, and the only thing that happened today is that the modem reset. Powered off, powered on again. That's the only thing that changed. Yeah, I will not be able to stream if my bitrate is 0. Sorry to say, but if my bitrate's at 0, you can't stream. It's still dipping to 0. Just suddenly. I'm dropping 60% of my frames right now. I'm just giving it a few moments to see if it stabilizes. If it stabilizes, we'll continue here. If it keeps up with the drop frames, I will bring it down and drop the bitrate before coming back. Okay, we went yellow from red. We now have quote-unquote minor issues. The bitrate is now holding steady with no drop frames, no new drop frames. Alright. We'll continue. I don't know what I was saying when that happened. All I know is I heard a tink from Streamlabs, providing an auditory notification to say, hey, something's wrong. Because Streamlabs does that now, apparently. It legit notifies you to say, hey, something's wrong. You might want to check on that. What version am I playing on? The one... I am playing on the, let's see. Sea Block itself, if I can find it on this list, is version 0.5.4. The main thing to be concerned about with Sea Block is that you cannot run the most recent version of Angels with Sea Block. It is completely incompatible. You need to run the previous Angels versions, in particular, these versions that are right in here. 4.11 on Industries, 9.17 Petrochem, 11.19 on Refining, 6.14 on Smelting. Just go to the Sea Block forum page, home, first post, and it tells you which versions of Angels mods to use. Or if you're on the Sea Block Discord, it specifically tells you, hey, don't update Angels. And it gives you a link to the forum post about it, saying, hey, don't use the most recent update of Angels, refer to the mod list. It tells you it wants Angel storage 0.4004, bioprocessing 717, petrochem 917, refining 1119, 614 on smelting. The other stuff I just use because I like using them. But yeah. I don't know about if Sea Block itself has been updated. I'm using Sea Block, wherever that is, 054 at the moment. There's going to be updates to improve the compatibility, but it's also going to massively change the balance as well. When that happened, and I had to manually revert all of the Angels mods back from updating them and having a circular technology issue and the game just refused to load, I decided then that I would not update my mods at all during a playthrough ever again on any playthrough. Like, that's not something that I am going to actually ever deal with again. I refuse. And yes, that does mean on any potential future Pyanodons mods playthroughs outside of completely necessary bug fixes that are, like, progression limiting issues. I do not intend on updating any of Pyodot's mods within a given playthrough. I don't care what features it might add to the game. I just won't do it. Not anymore. Not unless it legit fixes a problem that prevents you from completing the experience. Okay. That is that. The train station. After going through all of that, train station needs our copper ore at purple science. Our iron ore at purple science. My alt mode is off. There you go. Our charcoal at purple science. Our plastic at purple science. Our monosilicon at purple science. Our green circuits at purple science. Our tin plates at purple science. Did I, like, massively... No. Silver plates at purple. Our lead plates at purple. Our red circuits at purple. Alright, let's bring them in. Red circuits. Excuse me? Lead plates. No red circuits. What? Should have plenty. Silver plates. Tin plate. Green socket. Don't have green circuits. Interesting. Monosilicon. Another reason to have monosilicon as monosilicon on the network. Plastic. Need more plastic, apparently. Charcoal. Iron ore. And copper ore. Ta-da! Stuff. Bots are delivering me everything, which is great. I like deliveries. Deliveries are great. Oh good, we got our red circuits, just need the greens. And the plastic, which is on its way. Might wanna expand this a couple. There you go. Make sure that we can accommodate all of this stuff. Looking good. Looking fantastic, even. And we've got our green circuits on their way as well. Okay. Next up on the agenda, I need I want to do all of this sulfur scrubbing stuff next. First, I should say. So let's get this done. I should really change which pipes I'm using. The problem is I don't have access to the final pipes yet that have the most length. What is the yeah, so the tungsten is 23, and the titanium is 23, and the ceramic is 23. The ones I'm using now is 19. I think the last ones are 27. So, I want to use the last ones, which are nitinol or copper tungsten. Of course, I'll use the nitinol ones because that's the easiest ones to have and to make, considering I have nitinol right now. Oof, corrupted save files are awful. I think I've had that happen as well, but of course, it's always... I keep the autosaves, so it's been only a minor loss overall. I find it interesting that you would lose 300 hours of progress. Like, are you not autosaving at all? You just have that off? Like, I can understand having it set to autosave at a much lower frequency, especially in a late game hand-on space, where, yeah, it takes a long time for an autosave to happen, slash saves in general, with hand-ons mods, the later you get in the game. I can completely understand. And I've made that change before as well, set it to be like every hour or longer. But to not have anything to go back on, like load some other save and have all my autosaves on a different save, and then realize, oh hey, this other map that I spent hundreds of hours in is gone, corrupted save file, that sucks. Alright, let's see. That's that thing done. I need to get these filters filtered. Is it you? Or you? Acid gas. Yep. That's exactly what I was suspecting. Yep. That sucks. Going from one map to another. Losing all your autosaves and then realizing, oh hey, this other save that was amazing and I spent hundreds of hours in is now corrupted is awful. 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 Awful feeling. If only the game had autosaves based on individual playthrough. Like, kept all the playthroughs separate with their own unique autosaves. If only that were the case. Yeah, so I think 1 is going to be fine on this. That is not what's supposed to happen there. it goes into one of these. And then you need 2 lime. 2 lime is going to come out of our good friend the blast furnace. Not that position, but that position. Lime. One of you. I do not need any modules on you. That's great. You produce exactly what I need. As is. But you do need speed, and you will produce enough with that speed. Give me viscous. Viscous! Viscous mudwater. Where are you? Here. Water, 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 water. Speed modules. Probably don't actually need those. Hold up. I need 27. Yeah, I don't need those. Uh-huh. Yep. I do not need those. You? Clarification. That recipe. Water. Provided. And you just need fuel. And that is a complete circuit once this has fuel. Just need to add in the initial filter frames. Which I should have a thingy for that, right? Tungsten. Where did I do my tungsten? Over here. I need the actual empty filter frames. That is you. So this logic doesn't need as many. Although it can fit a bunch because I'm using loaders in here. I need a roboport. Hey, enjoy. There you go. Filter frames on its way. Woohoo! So this makes wastewater. This makes wastewater. You there. I need you for a couple of things. I need you to make CO2. That's one. And the other is the carbon. Give me my electric boiler. It's always this weird right angle thingy. There's the CO2, there's the carbon. And it's the carbon that I'll use here. go. Beautiful. Go fast. You two. Just go fast. Go fast! Yes, you must go fast. That would be hilarious, but ultimately pointless. Beautiful stuffs. There we go. Alright. Looks like the stream's actually doing okay now. After that, brief blip with the internet. Okay. That means that as soon as this delivery comes in... Yeah, this will begin to do its processing. Here, go fast. Thanks, must have everything fast except for you, because you don't actually need to be fast. I will make you fast, just because I can, I guess? To guarantee that I have the full tubes, without any potential little niggling issues with speed. Okay. I will need this. The whole point of doing all of this, besides having the sulfuric wastewater as sulfuric wastewater for the thingy. Actually, I want this behind an overflow pump, just to be safe. Then the double clarifiers. And you output those. Up to 2. But that's okay. Hey, we've got wastewater. Cool. I need this. There you go. Joy. Just add oxygen. Not that recipe. That recipe. Hey, buddy. Go fast. Ta-da! Sulfur dioxide. I may need more oxygen for this up here with steel. I don't need to look at this recipe. That done. That done. Okay, you. You shall be next. Ta-da! Alright. Blue algae. Done. Blue cellulose. Done. One oil and gas separator. In need of over 80 steam. Well, that'll work. I guess. Glorious. Gonna plonk that there, out of the way. That's sulfuric wastewater, is it not? Yeah. The game wants to loop that back. So I shall. And I need a top-up valve. Right there. So the top-up valve flows when the output side is less than 80% full, and stops once it's 80%. The overflow checks the input side rather than the outflow side. So once this is above 80%, it'll do the thing making sulfur. And then I also will need that behind a thingy and void the excess. Why? Because I need to make sure that I'm always using the sulfur. That sulfur goes down to 0. Alright, next we've got what? That makes multi-phase oil. We then need another one of these to process said multi-phase oil, which will again have a sulfuric wastewater output, and it will have 2 used outputs. Now, which one of these is the one that is in excess? The raw gas is in excess. Oh boy, that's those. I then need a... Oh, you use an advanced refinery? But you don't need an advanced refinery. Huh. Weird. Well, regardless. I'll use it because I got it. And then the other thingy from here, we'll just use that. The acid gas output will be voided. And then on these, we've got that, and this gets used. Oil refinery. We'll refine that into all these. I need the naphtha specifically. So these two can die. I only need the naphtha. Off of that, I need a steam cracker. Oh, right. Steam cracker. I'm not carrying those around, am I? Nope. Of course not. All the way the heck over here. I need that. This kills the solid waste product. The oil residuals from there. Well, that is the oil processing. If I think that's all of it. I think that's everything for the naphtha and the methane. Right, I'm making these here, right? Yeah. I'm strand casting to get this. And these two. For these two. Am I just good now? That's the bulk of the work done. Alright. Now I guess over here we'll have this building, we'll have this building, and then we'll have the processing. Just like so. That needs what now? The fuel source as well. And then that'll go directly in there. And then strand caster will strand cast. Beautiful. That just works. It just works. That'll go that way for the other stuff with the iron. That's that. All done. You. Same thing. With the exception that you go to that. You need oxygen in, and you genuinely need the charcoal as carbon. I thought? No, it's just I happen to have carbon elsewhere. Wait, did I not actually need carbon as carbon? Nope. Oops. Whoops. I didn't actually need carbon as carbon for any of this. It's all been a fuel. Well, whoopsies. Doesn't matter in the slightest. Just, yeah. I've got carbon. Is it valuable? Not. Eh, eh, eh. eh. The density, it's minor loss because of that steam in overall fuel value. But I do need the charcoal for the carbon dioxide. It seems I did not need it for the thingy. Why have you not delivered these? Hello? Oh. You know, it would help if I actually had advanced gas refineries. Advanced gas refinery. Oh, there's a level 2. Hold up. I have the standard gas refinery. Interesting. Could have sworn I had the advanced. I could have sworn I had the advanced. I could have sworn I needed the advanced. Tungsten. Oh, that's an advanced chemical plant. Okay. Well, alright then. You there. We'll go ahead and do that. Make sure that I have a limit on your output. There you go. That should do it. That should guarantee that I have those buildings to place. How is this? What? Hmm? Oh, that was the wrong type of doohickey in you. Interesting. Very interesting. What's also very interesting is that you have excess oil. Maybe I should overflow everything, just make sure it all moves. Go, go, go. Give stuff and things. Give stuff for things. You know what? I'm just gonna do this again. Because it's on-site oxygen. You make like 68. How much do I need for you? 20. Yeah, not much. Then it's this guy. Then it's just one casting machine. And there you go. Ta-da! Steel. Stuffs. You're getting uncoiled. And then you're making those and those. Ta-da! Now I need to be very careful. I need to make sure that I always am using the other stuff. Is cobalt being used for pipes? No, this is plastic. I know it's weird, but the blue pipes are plastic, not cobalt. Not cobalt steel. It's plastic pipes that are blue. Alright, that's all 3 of those, which leaves me with just the components for the science. At this point. Huzzah! We've made it! We've made it to the scientific components. Let's take care of all this, then. Excuse me? Oh, right. Need a pipe. All starts with a pipe. Green wires. Plastic and circuits. I do need plastic for the other thing as well, so we're gonna have 2 belt lines coming in. Hey, who uses those? You do. And you need red circuits and activated biopaste. Ooh. Biopaste. And you're what uses the methane. Inactive biopaste or biosilicate extract into activated biopaste. Where's the doohickey? Doohickey! Oh hey, we built the thingies. Huzzah! Thingies. You know what? I'm going to overflow void you, and I'm going to overflow void you. And in this way, we are always going to be moving, because we are literally voiding all of the things. Must void the everything. Always. Alright, so you need green circuits, monosilicon, plastic, and steel? That is the only thing that takes the steel. You've got your methane. Alright. You two... you output a waste product each. You produce the standard waste byproduct. And you produce the coppery waste byproduct. Whoopsies. Yeah, just one more tile over, thanks. There you go. Which mod gives me these belts? These particular belts are from the Ultimate Belts mod. And then the loaders are part of the Ultimate Belts mod, but you need to have deadlocks, compact belt boxes, and loaders installed as well. This is just a compatibility thing, part of Ultimate Belts for when you have deadlocks, loaders. And this is the initial, like, the first of 5 belts in the Ultimate Belts mod. This one goes at 90 items per second. The top one goes at, like, 270. But there's one more level of belt that I need that do not need modules, but after that, the last 3 needs level 1, level 2, and level 3 speed modules to get the fastest belts. But it's like 1 for every 20 units of belt. That's the key. If I look at the ultimate belts, the ultimate logistics for the final belt that goes 270 items per second, it needs 1 speed module 3 to make 20. It will cost 20 blue belts, 200 iron gear wheels, and 20 of the previous belt, of which the previous belt needs a speed module 2 for that 20, 20 more blue belt, 200 more iron gear wheels, and 20 of the previous unit of belt, which is a speed module 1 plus 20 more blue belt plus 200 iron gear wheels plus 20 of the previous level of belt, which each unit is an express transport belt, 10 gear wheels, so again 20, 220, and 10, 200 for 20 of these. So, you know, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90 blue belts, a speed module 1, 2, and 3, and 1,000 iron gear wheels to make 20 of these belts that go 270. Just a few. It's just a little bit of iron. Just a small amount of iron is required for that. Ahem. Anyway, that is definitely a thing to think about. All right, let's bring down our stuffs. This is the red circuit, which is perhaps the easiest thing. Would help if I was actually aligned. There's ye red circuit. You need the green circuit and monosilicon. And plastic. You are the... Oh, you both need reds. Okay. Sure. Sure, why not? These need green belt, or green circuits each. So, when it comes to the green circuits, I can do that, and this will be the green here. Yeah, so if it wasn't obvious, I do not intend on using those belts that are 270 items per second. Absolutely not. They are too expensive. Way too expensive. Okay, that is the green circuits. Monosilicon and plastic. You need plastic. That can be plastic. That's not plastic. Plastic. Here we go. Beautiful and glorious. There you go. Plastic. And that... Just add monosilicon now. So the idea, the thing that I'm going for here, is there another waste byproduct step? You, which I'm doing, and you are the only two. Alright. Sure. You are after this, so that goes directly into here. Lead, silver, and tin. And then it's just two of these? Wow. Alright. Sure. Where's this sulfur dioxide? All the way over here? Pretty sure. There you go. Sulfur dioxide. One of these produces a sulfur byproduct that is you. Which means I need to filter this guy. You also have that coppery byproduct, so I do need to filter... Alright, I need to filter that thing. I need to filter this thing. This needs to go all the way over here to get shoved into this building, preferentially. That it always gets used. All of the stuff, sulfur, needs to get used up. Tin, silver, lead. It's 2 lines that'll come in there. This still needs the monosilicon. Why, hello, baby. How's my ollie? I've got an ollie behind me. Thank you for playing the piano, Ollie. Ah, Ollie! He's here. That's my boy. That's a cute baby boy. Yes, my cute boy. Did he have his breakfast? Did he have his breakfast finally? Yes, oh, my baby. Rubby, rubby, rubby. Yeah, she's my baby. He's my baby. One of 2. Where's your sister, huh? Where's your sister? Hey, that's my stuffs. Don't hit buttons. Don't hit the buttons. Okay, there's the monosilicon, and then I suppose I can share belt there. Whoopsies. Bring that down. And then you for the tin. There's the tin. All that's left to kick this off, to get it to flow, is to add the iron and the copper. So, let's do that, shall we? Thank you for the musical interlude, Ollie. Here's the iron ore. And here's the copper. Ta-da! You're processing. You're processing. Ah. Glorious. And the purple science shall flow. We're not even halfway through the stream yet. What the heck is up with this? I thought it would take the entire 3 hours to do this and potentially not even finish. I legit didn't even think I would finish. Ahem. So... Oh, that's actually perfect length, really? Here's the science. It's gonna get loaded on a train. Let's have our Locomotive, couple of wagons, hold a single stack at a time. Do that thing there. Yeah, now everything is done. Yep. Purple. Oh, I need to name the station. Hey, you. S. Purple Science. And D. Purple Science. Well, it just means that we get to move on to the next science in the second half. Supply. Depot. Full cargo. Circuit condition. Auto. Magic. Set you up as D Purple Science Save. Okay. Next, we have to import our Purple Science to the area here and physically get it brought over. I'm actually going to physically go here to get it into these lines. Once I set up the request. Now we are only making one science a second out of this. Out of this mess of stuff. It's only one. There's probably bottlenecks and such, but yeah. Pink is only easier, quote unquote, in that you don't need to deal with a waste byproduct, a coppery waste byproduct, or waste byproduct. Oh, right, that's a mistake. Right there, I just spotted it. I just spotted it. Our purple science at science. Go ahead and do that. That will give me purple science when it's available on the network, and now I have to go back because I have to fix that little issue that I just spotted down here. Right in here, because this makes both waste products, copper and iron. Great job! Great job. That's fantastic. That mistake right there. So Pink Science doesn't have to deal with any of that shenaniganry, which is extremely fortunate. Yeah, so I actually need to filter out copper and iron on this. That is my alarm to indicate that we are, in fact, halfway through today's stream. There you go. Better. Better. Lack of steel. Why? Oh. Move, please. Copper. Copper is why. Copper in the way. With that, folks, we now have purple science, which means I can now start taking the techs that are purple techs for things like this. That's a great step one. A great step two is going to be getting into these, but I need what? This and this next. Anyway, it's time to take a break. I will be back in a few minutes where we're going to have a look at the text, see what order we want to take them in, and move on towards building the pink science factory, which is going to be a much, 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 much larger train station than this, but should be a little bit simpler in the actual factory itself. It's just dealing with a lot of inputs for pink science rather than having to deal with this little shenaniganry here of having to do like oil processing from blue algae and having to deal with byproducts, waste byproducts, and all that. It's just easier flow, but more inputs. We'll be back shortly. And I have returned. Welcome back from the break. We now have Purple Science, which astonishingly I managed to set up fully before the first half finished of today's stream. So, yeah, about that. We need to make sure that everything is moving and working correctly, because the last thing I want is to leave and then have to come back to fix another issue after having fixed an issue already. This is slowly filling. It will continue to be slowly filling. If everything is operating perfectly, I should be getting 1 science per second of purple science. This, of course, will speed up once I get access to better beacons. Once I get better beacons, everything will go faster, because I'll beacon the hell out of everything with level 3 beacons, ideally level 3 beacons. I am unlocking the level 2s, which have a transmission efficiency of 75% as opposed to 50% on the original beacon. They also have an extra, I think, 2 slots for modules on them. 1 or 2, something like that. And yeah, it's significantly better. And they have a higher range than the level 1 beacons. But the level 3 beacons have an even bigger range. Take like 6 or 8 modules. I forget exactly how many. They take a lot. And they have a 100% transmission efficiency. So they transmit the entire module to everything in their range, which is a big, big range. So you can quite easily cap a number of recipes at the tick rate with just a few beacons. It's convenient for building at scale, is how I will word that. It is highly convenient for building at scale. In the meantime, pink science must happen. So, I have a plan. Also, I want to make very clear that usually during the first half of the stream, for the past few weeks, we've had graphics freezes. That did not happen in the first half of this stream. What we did get was that the internet died briefly, but we didn't get a graphics freeze, which is a godsend, because it's the first time we haven't had that happen in a little while. Let's see if it continues to stay healthy and not freeze the system before the end of this stream, as well as going into next week's Tuesday stream. And all of the streams hereafter, I do hope that it has been taken care of by updating Windows as well as updating my graphics driver to the most recent version. So, pink science. Few things here to note. The actual science is supremely simple. This is a very, very, very simple process. If I want 1 pink science, did you reseat the cable? Was sending coffee on Planet Coaster today. So, this morning, I accidentally kicked my wall, and it actually unplugged the surge protector that connects 2 of my screens. and the modem. Uh, because as it turns out, the connection was loose on the wall, on the plug that's there. There's a little Ethernet over power thingy that I've got a surge protector power strip plugged into against the wall, and that thing was starting to fall out. There's another cable that sort of is on top of it that pushed it off. So I think part of my problem with like cables moving around behind me with this screen flashing off on is that that was a loose power connection. So it's pushed back in all the way now. That's one thing. The other thing is that my USB cable has been secured on my audio interface, so that's okay now. I have not opened up my PC to make sure that all of the power plugs on the graphics card are fastened yet. And I haven't dusted the connections on the back of the graphics card either, that I should probably do to make sure everything is golden. But yeah, anyway, this has no waste byproducts to deal with. It has no huge petrochemical stuff to have to deal with. It does need like a little bit of lubricant, but that's fine. I've set this up to only one because just because the other sciences are at one as well up to this point, and it does depend on having the other sciences. Not many technologies have both pink and purple. A lot of the text is an either or situation. Like here for the Roboport upgrades, another worker robot upgrades to get the speed on them. I would actually like the speed, to be honest, but I've got other things to work on before that. I specifically need to get into my module upgrades. What's blocking the module upgrades? This tech, and this tech. Alright, from there, we work on the module technologies directly. So like the level 6, 7, and 8, etc., etc. That is taking priority for the moment. And this is a lot of inputs, is the other thing to note here for pink science. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 solids, and then 2 fluids for inputs. Which, yeah, I'm going to directly grab my train station from purple science. It's gonna go right next door. I'm going to have to add another station to this. And then I'm going to have to add 2 fluid input stations to this. Immediately after. Excuse me. There you go. Hey, we got our first load of purple science, so we've gotten our first purple tech. I can officially make the level 3, or the level 2 beacons. Ooh, that's right. I can officially make the level 2 beacons! Oh, boy! Yes, I would like to make the level 2 beacons. That would be fantastic. Here we go. Do that. And I want an infinite supply. An infinite supply of level 2 beacons. In fact, donk, goodbye. You, those. I'll hold on to 30 of them rather than 40, but yeah, completely get rid of all these regular beacons. I do not want them. I do not want them in my life. Not in the slightest. So that's 1, 2, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 1, and 2. There we go. Good. You. There. Wahahaha. Stuff. Things. So many things getting placed. Ah, glorious. Glorious stuffs. Actually more requester stations than I have on me. Good. That's a good step 1. Oh, look at all the beautiful Constructobots doing their thing. Speaking of which, are you going to do your thing? As soon as you get that delivery of the harmonic crystal shards, which are only being provided by robot on my robot logistic network rather than on my trains. Just because I really don't feel like using an extra slot on my state, like needing extra stations for them when the only things that are using these harmonic splinters and shards and harmonic crystals will be the beacons at my mall. And of course, I want these at my mall because I have all of the other components provided at my mall to make these buildings. This needs all 3 different circuit types that I currently have. The main big 3, green, red, and blue. The beacon 3s are gonna need black circuits. That's the other problem here. You're gonna need blacks, aren't you? Yeah. Red, blue, and black. And that means chrome. And that means... Oh yeah, I've taken that tech now. That one's finished. Yeah, that means chrome plate. Ugh. Ugh. Chrome, what do I need to... What? Oh. Right, I can get stuff. That's actually really convenient. Ceramic filtering. Yeah. You know what? I might actually have to take some of these purple techs to get into the different metallurgy things, because I really, 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 really need chrome access. I could really use a lot of this pellet press. Oh, right, tungsten. You. I need you. What do you need? What do you need? That? I need you! I need you! If I can't queue you, I'm gonna forget about you. Hey, queue that. I need this. What's so special about this? It's because it doesn't have a crappy byproduct to deal with. I'll keep the cobalt because I'm not providing nickel on the network. I'll keep the cobalt recipe for the tungsten powder mixture, but yeah, just not having that calcium stuff or whatever the heck it is that's the byproduct of the initial processing wherever it is. Yeah, you, calcium chloride. Just not having to deal with calcium chloride is required. Is required stuff. Because we can't deal with calcium chloride. And even when we can deal with calcium chloride, I don't want to. It's in awful ratios and such. Alright, you're done? Good. Good. I hope I have not miscounted on anything. R. Tinned coils at Pink Science. Are gilded coils at Pink Science. Are solder coils at Pink Science. Are monosilicon at Pink Science. Are plastic at Pink Science. Are cobalt steel at Pink Science. Are titanium plates at Pink Science. Are, that's brass. Wait, I did miscount, didn't I? No, I didn't. Are aluminium plates at Pink Science. Are red circuits at Pink Science. Are blue circuits at Pink Science. Are sulfuric acid at Pink Science. Science. Are lube at Pink Science. Let there be petroleum-based lubricant. The lube must flow, as must the sulfuric acid. Alright. Blue circuits. Red circuits. Aluminium. Brass. Titanium. Cobalt steel. Plastic. Monosilicon. Solder coils. Gilded coils. And tinned coils. That's a lot of stuff. My gosh. The rest is the easy part of just throwing it all together. This one's the tinned coils, the gilded coils. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. I did not include... Oof. Now that's an oof. That's not correct. That's correct. It defaulted at level 2s. I need them to default to the level 5s. Hello. Now that's stuff. That's a heck of a lot of ones. I am happy to see all those ones. I don't know about you, but I like seeing all those ones. Where's the solder? There you are. You. Plastic is plastic. The rest doesn't need, like, quote-unquote, uncoiling. Ooh, get rid of those. Aw, that's like one tile off. That's fine. Whatever, get rid of them anyway. No lube yet. Interesting. I may need to produce more lube. In fact, I most likely need to produce more lube. The cobalt steel needs to be made into these two objects. Does not need does not need the actual bearings. It just needs the balls. The bearing balls rather than the ball bearings. Same with the titanium. It needs the bearing balls and not the ball bearings. So that is that. Done. You can sit here, I guess. You take in the wafers, the tinned, the plastic. Is that the only thing that takes the tinned wires? Yes. And the only thing that takes the wafers. So we're gonna do this. Is it the only thing that takes the plastic? Yep. And it should be the only thing that takes in the sulfuric acid as well. Oh, hey, beacons. I like beacons. I like the bacon. The bacon is great. It's crispy. So that's that. Ahem. Integrated electronics. From here, we've got... Why the heck is it opposite? It's opposite day. So the automated storage takes titanium gear wheels and cobalt bearing balls, cobalt steel bearing balls, and then the universal transport engine, it takes cobalt gear wheels, cobalt steel gear wheels, and titanium bearing balls. Wonderful opposite day. So you pair with that as the only thing that uses those two objects as well as solder. So that really means I just connect these two together, right? And that's like that done, right? That's the only inputs for you. Combined memory cells. So that's just done as as the final ingredient for the two things. One of the two final ingredients. Flying cargo kit takes automated storage and universal transport engines, which are these two guys right here. This one takes the lube. Yo, it would be nice, game, if I were to have my lube. Just a delivery of my lube. That would be much appreciated. You know? Just, frankly, very, very appreciated if you were to actually provide me lube. Is my lube stuck? I have delivered lube elsewhere. I've delivered it to Grindstones. But my lube does come in at a trickle pace. For whatever reason. I need a dedicated lube factory. This is actually my dedicated flash fuel factory. It just so happens to provide base mineral oil as well as lubricant. I need to copy it and paste it down and get more of the other stuff going. But anyway. So you are the gear wheels and the bearing balls for titanium. So you take those two, plus the red circuits and aluminium plates. Well, isn't that convenient? You take the brass and blue circuits. As well as those. No productivity. And then you simply combine these two objects. Again, no productivity. And then we make science. Whoops. Wrong thing, buddy. Ta-da! Just add lube. So that was less than half an hour. Okay. Sure. This is fine. Everything is as planned. I totally have a plan for what else to do today. For the next hour. Well, let's get this actually wrapped up. I know we're just waiting on the lube at this point to come in, but still need to set up like S pink. D pink science. Supply, depot, full cargo, circuit condition, auto magically. And you are good now. At least you better be. Come on, lube train. Where's my lube train? Lube. Need more lube. Let's see, what is the limiting thingy here on the lubricant? It is the fact that this is a level 2 chem plant. These are all level 2 doohickeys. Crude oil's coming in fine. You're not limited by the crude oil. Am I... Now, these are all operating at max. You just need to go faster. Oh, well. Planning out the dedicated lube factory now? I mean, I could. It's stuff I would prefer to do off screen, but I guess I can. It's gonna be relatively simple, in that we are going to do... Because the alternative between setting up the lube factory dedicated lube factory, is to start up yellow science. Start working towards yellow science, which is an option. Which is an option to get into. We do have to deal with coppery waste byproduct and waste byproduct. So copper and iron ore that are in excess here. This does have steel. Yes, this does take steel. Where is the copper? Oh, right, it was as the tinned wire coils. Ugh. It was the tinned wire coils. Ugh. That's not enough copper. Or is it? Where's the coppery waste? There it is. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Okay. It still brings in. I have to, like, move this below the thing that produces the coppery waste byproduct. Wherever that is, all the way down there. Great. Hey, how about you just go to the bottom? Yeah, that sounds decent enough. It still says I have 0.58 on the iron, but as we well know, that's going to be used for the steel plate for this gear wheel here. Why does that say 3? Shouldn't that be 4? That should be 4. Yeah, duh. There's a fish-based method for lube. Most of the time it's not more efficient, just as a point of reference. Vast majority of the time, no, it's not actually particularly efficient. That should use up more than enough iron. You're probably going to tell me that I need additional coppery or waste byproduct? No, you're telling me that I actually genuinely need... Huh? Ah. That's what I did. Okay. But, there you go. We're evened out. And you know, because I did not do that here, it makes me wonder if this overproduced on a thing that I didn't notice. It looks okay to me. Aha. Yeah. I should need 8 per second of ore. Wow, that's a lot of ore, actually. Hold on. What? That should be productive. Just to help reduce that amount in. Yeah, that should absolutely be a productive process. But yeah, so we've officially gotten some lube in. So there we go. Well, considering I don't think we will be able to complete a yellow science build today, if I were to go into the yellow science build, in particular because it is a bit of a behemoth, and it also needs lubricant. Oh yeah, and it needs tin. Oh yeah, I forgot about it. It also needs tin, and that tin needs to be made here from its component parts. It actually needs the component parts. Oh boy. Oh boy, this is a great thing. Oh, that's such a great thing. It needs both tungsten powder and tungsten plates to make its stuff. Oh yeah, and there's liquid resin as part of this too. Ooh boy. Oh boy. That'll be fun. That's gonna need... It's gonna need red metal catalysts, and I'm gonna be bringing in... Or no, it's gonna need green metal catalysts. Oh, frick. And methanol, which... will be wood. Just a little bit. And then the melamine is blue catalysts, which I'm already bringing this stuff in for blue metal catalysts. Yeah, this is great. This is just fantastic stuff that we need in here. Oh, it's fantabulous. Am I providing cobalt oxide on the network? I don't think I am. So, yeah, of course we're going to need, like, limestone as well. Just casually add in a few washers. So, that's a build. Oh, hey, carbon? Yeah, that means I need charcoal. That means I need charcoal for you. Oh, I need silicon ore as well? Oh, joy. Oh, that's such a... Oh, that's such a monstrosity. And you end up with salt. What? Where? Here. Ah, from the lithium perchlorate. What the heck do I do to you? To kill you. That is how I kill you. Okay. We're good. I can, in fact, kill the salt. And everything else. But that's not what we're going to do for the rest of the stream, because that's definitely going to take at least an hour and a half, if not 2 hours, to complete that yellow science. We need lube, aka lubricant. Or lubricant. No to that fermentation base. That sounds like an awful idea to me. Nah. 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 Instead, we do this. I want 1,000 units of it every second. I want... Ideally, if I could get a consistent supply of that residual gas. Yo, is there like a consistent way of getting a bunch of residual gas? Not really, no. Because there's not really a way to consistently get those oil residuals. How many oil residuals are out from the crude oil? Oh boy, that's a lot. That's a few things. I see. That's a few oil residuals. Hey buddy, if I do that as well, and I set matrix solver, how does that affect things? I do have Steam Cracker 2s. Probably have Steam Cracker 3s as well, but you know what? We'll keep it at this for now. That helps, actually, even things out a bit, and it reduces the amount by quite a bit. The amount of crude oil. It reduces that crude oil by 800 units. That's pretty big of a difference. I'll be honest there. That is a really big difference. The the slightest of issues is that that is a lot of throughput of oil, and that's gonna be a lot of algae farms. Just it's a few algae farms, especially since none of this is productive. Which yeah, that's uh that's a few things. That's a little bit of lime. That's oh, right. It wants to do that thing. You. There you go. Charcoal. There you go. That's a little bit of charcoal. There. So, you take speed. Nothing here takes anything other than speed, so I'm gonna do just hit the button there to give everything speed modules. Everything that can take modules will take them. Now, that's to get 1,000 lube without beacons. That's the infrastructure involved. Let's set this to 200. One-fifth, I know, of the actual build, but that helps a lot in terms of scale for the individual factory. This only needs charcoal as an input. I mean, yeah, there's steam, but that's from a recipe. This one right here in the level 2 boilers, electric boilers. And yeah, it needs the water, but that's just water. It's just water. It's fine. Well, the quantity of infrastructure for looking at the fish oil, like, let's go ahead and look and see. Oh, hey, 200 lubricant is 54.3 megawatts. We can look at the fish oil one. Say I want 200 lube out of that. And of course, let's use the modules. what gives me the most fish oil as fish oil, not raw fish oil, fish oil. This actually produces base mineral oil as well. Interesting. And there's like no reason to not do the ceramic, right? Like the ceramic filtering is just the point. So you need thermal water. Okay. Thermal water is produced out of brown algae, ultimately. Did I pick the correct recipe? Did I pick the correct one? Oh, it's only one. Pretty sure I did the thing correctly. Again, speed modules. Nothing takes productivity, so just speed modules everywhere. That furnace could change to be faster, but I'm not gonna really look at that at the moment. And then there's the fish. Raw fish oil. You have to deal with fish pulp if you do this. One Santaray makes 50 oil. One Levac and one Factorian fish makes 200. But you have to deal with that fish pulp, though. That makes nutrient pulp that you then also have to deal with in some way, because you can't demolish nutrient pulp. You have to convert it to stuff. Really? Acetone, ethanol, and butane? I'm making like 1,000 units per second of nutrient pulp right now. Huh. Interesting. It's not gonna try to use this for whatever reason. I don't know why. 2 whole Factorian fish per second is nice. Hey, wait a second. So you're saying that fish pulp... Oh, that's a lot of fish tanks. Ahem. This uses a fraction of the power. You need to make the fish water. And then you have to deal with the polluted fish water. The polluted fish water doesn't have a, void recipe. So you have to convert it to spores and sulfuric wastewater to get rid of it. This is actually viable. Wait, why do you have 44.8 lime extra? Why are you trying to... What? Why are you... What? The what? Why are you doing that? Huh? Like, excuse me, but this is better. Do this. It's still a lot of power. Like, no matter what, it's a lot of power. And it's a lot more buildings than this. You have to deal with that fermentation base, though, which is my main concern. Compost can compost itself out of existence. That's not a problem, and the acetic acid or ethanol can just get voided afterwards. You just need that infrastructure to do it. What do I mean by compost composting itself out of existence? Well, compost composts into less compost in a composter. Sort of like with in Pionodon's mods, when you burn solids in a burner, it produces ash. The ash then can be burned with a chance of producing additional ash. That's this compost, essentially. Is compost composts into less compost, and ash burns into less ash in Pionodon's burners. As a analogy, equivalence. Oh yeah, we need the saline, not from that, please. Or maybe from that? Ah, but that produces too much. The saline is you. Yes, you. You need steam. That'll be you. Make sure that that gets applied. Oh boy, who's a thing that uses 4? You apply to all at 4 or more, 3 or 2, however many you actually use. And water is from water. Oh, would you look at that? 0 inputs. Zero inputs and only lubricant output, and we can void everything else. That's an output. At a quarter, or at like less than half, a third-ish, the power, with fewer buildings, there's your lube. It works! It's actually better. Hey. And that's using the Factorian fish. It might be better in a different fish type, but what I see here is that the amount of fish pulp that you get gives you the nutrient pulp to continue the system. Now, this does mean you need an initial amount of pulp. But once you've got that initial amount of pulp, you're good. You're just good for the rest of it. So we're going to pin that. And we're going to build that. Oh good, you have your pink science loaded up. Let me assign the pink science. Actually, I'm going to go to my science so I can get pink science. Online. I don't actually physically need to go here, but I want to. But I just want to, alright? I just wanna. I wanna. You. Pink. Science commercial AI implementation. Go, go, go. And that shall be that. What are you missing? Huh? Oh. Biome planners. I need more of those. Do I have more of those? Mall? Do I, happen to have more of those? Where was I making those? Here. I have the ability to get more of those. I've got over 500 more of those things, so I guess I should do that. That's what we do now. Then I have to figure out where I want to build this for the lubricant. I don't think I have the press, actually, as a building type in my mall being made, so I will need to likely make the press. Yeah, I haven't made the press. Where is the press? Go ahead and make that building. I should have all the other buildings. Right, that furnace. Theoretically... Ah, I see. So now that I have purple science, I will be able to build the electric furnace 2, which will lead into, at yellow science, electric furnace 3. There was a thing known as the multi-purpose furnace. Where is that? Advanced materials. Electric recipe furnace. Electric recipe furnace. Electric furnace. Electric recipe furnace. This is the one I want. The electric recipe furnace, formerly known as the multi-purpose furnace, needing all that stuff. And then the next level needing the black circuits. Yeah. How about the machine? Yeah, I can get these. I can get a new assembling machine. Inserter capacity bonuses, inventory space. Yeah, there's a lot of techs that are available now to me. But in particular, what I need to get through is the stuff that will lead into the level 8 modules. Now, where's this? Give me those two. Level 8 modules are required progression. Alright, go ahead and start making those quickly. Very quickly for me. I must have all of them. So, I have fish, but it's not Factorians. It's Levac. But it's an array that I can copy. Yeah. So, all I really need is 54? Oh. Oh. Well, what if I did it this way? Is there a good spot to grab? Probably you. We'll do this over here. because I said so. You'll get plopped there. I'll put a basic train station blueprint there. I will need an initial nutrient paste, or pulp, excuse me, supply. And that will be that. Ta-da! Oh, and the input is also a fluid input. I will simply flip the direction of these pumps. And that shall be that. You are almost ready with your biome planners. How many units of science is this? 150? And it, I think, is the last required bioprocessing tech? Is it the last required bioprocessing tech? Oh boy. I'm thinking it is. Hold up. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's no more science that need this science pack. Just gonna double check. Looking at all of the available technologies, just to make sure that I won't need this for something else. Well, I definitely don't think I need it for progression, besides this one that I'm taking now. All these other available techs beyond the one that I'm working on right now don't need it. So this is the end. This is the last. So all this, all of this is done. We're done. We're done. It's glorious, magnificent. All of the little doohickeys here, I'll hold on to these and use them as I need them for the various other potential thingies. The farms, the dedicated farms, will use these things. Alright. That means I get to go here next to Shift C all of that science in there. Glorious. Progress. Beautiful progress. Can we do all of this in 20 minutes? We'll see. We shall see about getting into all that stuff. There you go. Biome planners are go. Fighter refugiums are happening. Now this is going to produce net positive on the Factorian fish. But it will need a bunch of fish to kick things off. Just gotta keep that in mind. You. There. Our nutrient pulp. at lube temp. Potato. Glorious! Lovely tech. Tech is great. I like tech, having technologies. I especially like when the technologies are, in fact, done of a specific type. Hey, buddies. Get rid of those. That gives me 56. Okay, that goes up. That terminates. And then all of these need to be the Factorian fish heading across the board. Just gonna walk. Excuse me. Okay, good. You are changing those recipes on all the ghost entities. Excellent. So you're gonna output the fish primarily. I need to then put an output priority on you so that we feed the fish back. Which is the only solid input as well. Is the fish cycle on this. Beautiful loops. Alright, where's... So that's gonna be the nutrient pulp. How about the polluted fish water here? Or the regular artificial fish water, excuse me. That'll be that for the regular fish water. And then the polluted fish water I thought was on the other side. Hey, you can meet up. You can meet up. And you can go like over here somewhere. I don't actually need this polluted fish water for anything. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stick all of it into my hydro plants here. This can process up to 120 units per second. How much am I making of this polluted fish water? 200. Oh boy. Gosh. Even with 2 of these? 3 of these? Oh, well. I know what time it is. You know what time it is? I know what time it is. It is time for bacon! Beautiful, crispy, juicy bacon. Now these 2 are 160. Oh, really? Sea Block. Screw you. Sea Block is effing with beacons. This should be 0.75 distribution efficiency, and it should have 4, I think. 3 or 4 slots. I think it's 4. Yeah, back home just in time to catch the end, where I'm about to very much complain that Sea Block should not be touching beacons. Well, regardless. Like, oh yeah, the beacons are 0.75 at level 2, distribution efficiency, and they have like 4 module slots. As it turns out, Sea Block has some sort of an override that's changing these at this entity. You can see it up in the tooltip there that Sea Block modifies these. And it modifies them to only be 2 module slots at 0.5 distribution efficiency. They gain the range. They still have the same range as the other Mark II, as the normal Bob's Mark IIs, which means that the level 3 beacons are also gonna be 2 slots at 0.5, but have a really huge range, the same as the standard Bob's range. I mean, when it comes to like balance changes, this isn't that big of a deal in the grand scheme, but still stupid. Yes, I agree. I agree, but still stupid. And I don't want it touching these beacons. I don't want it touching the beacons, so I am going to be modifying that. I'm going to be figuring out just what in the world is doing that in the files, which, that being said, if I go into my mods folder, because I've got C block extracted, what do you do? What do you do to these big? Yeah, I can still get stuff to the tick rate, but I want my bobs. I want my beacons at their normal strength. I just want my beacons at their normal strength. I'm trying to look in the mod files just to try to find where C block is changing these settings, because it's not gonna be in Bob's modules. That's the kicker here, is that that's not a Bob's modules thing. Not a setting, anyway, from Bob's modules. Yeah, but anyway, this particular factory that I'm working on here with these fishes is to get into lubricant, very specifically, to get into lubricant in a less power-hungry manner than oil-based lubricant. The oil-based lubricant uses over 50 megawatts of power. It's just obnoxious. So we're going to do this, fish oil processing, essentially, to get into this. Pretty sure both of these void in that way. 180, that's just short. We'll do that just to cover all our bases. Then what? The fish water. 1, 2, 3. If I saline. from water. There you go. There's your artificial fish water. Top up valve, top up valve, top up valve. Give me a top up valve here. No, not Santa's. Regular Factorian fishies. The Factorian fishies, as it just so happens, Factorian fish produce enough pulp, enough fish pulp, that it presses into exactly the amount of nutrient pulp to feed the fishes for the breeding. So this doesn't actually require any input of nutrient pulp outside of what you need to kick-start the system in the first place. So once you have some nutrient pulp brought in, it'll just loop it forever. It's glorious. It's absolutely glorious. It does need an additional supply of fish. So I will request my fish. All of them, however many I have. Where's the fish? Fish! Fish! All of them. How many do I have stored? Oh, like 1,600. A few. Go ahead and offload those fish for me. And that will get the system moving. And then we press the fish. Gotta make sure those fish get pressed. Pressed all well and good. This is gonna produce things. Including pulp. We then need 2 of those. And they're gonna produce pulp. And that's gonna come in right there. Ta-da! Bots can always fish for you. Yeah, that's where the fish came from. My bots went and did some fishing. Brought me all those things. Oh boy, tech. Hi. This is glorious. I will work on you into that, and that, and that. There you go. Ta-da! Pink science is done. Okay. That's actually you, and you, and you, and you, and you, all done. And you, all done. So now I need 9 of these algae farms. This produces a lot, so this will just come in right over here. So no nuclear this one. Yep. Not intending to do the nuclear stuff. Let's produce quite a bit of brown algae. It'll all go into these 3. stuff. Give me 3 of these. But yes, interestingly enough, I do hold on to these in my inventory for whatever reason. I don't really know why. I just do. They need a bunch of these of steam. And that produces thermal water. The thermal water is used up here. This is next. We have thermal water and the raw fish stuff, lube, and whatever the heck this is. Or the base mineral oil and fish oil. Oh, right. Oh, right. I forgot about that. We're not doing this at scale now, are we? 'Cause you still need that residual gas, and that's the main problem there. Yeah, I don't want to deal with the residual gas, needing residual gas to process base mineral oil, but it's there. It is there, just to be very clear. Yes, that's an option. I could further process. But yes, give all those modules. That's great. Alright, how are you looking right now? We're just getting all of our fish brought in of our existing fish setups, and we need even more. We need all the fish. We need all the fish. Ah, you. Go ahead and go there. That. I'm going to void that stuff. I need to actually move these. So you need filters in and out. Oh boy. LL. We're gonna finish this, by the way. Autosave is autosaving. Give me one of you. Reduce that, of course, slot. There you go. Go quickly. Do the thing. Avoid the stuffs. You've got the stuffs. I need the filters. Where's my tungsten? Where's that tungsten build? Tungsten? Oh, tungsten? Where was that? There. You. I need. You. Here. N. Bring me those filters. I need a lot more than 25. I need, like... We'll work with 200 at the start. The fish farms need speed modules as well. Yes, they do. In fact, I'll do... It won't paste. I have to do with what I've got. And I'm not carrying around enough, I think. Oh, I had just enough. Oh boy. That's almost it. Plop those down. And then... Okay. From here... Just... I think one cycle's enough. One cycle's 275. Yeah, that's more than what I got. I need a composter. Composter. Where do I have a composter? Over here. Maybe. Do I not? Maybe not. Okay, there's a way around this. Composter. And that's that. We're there. Lube goes in to the train at the end. And that is 200 lube a second through fish processing. Oh boy. Isn't it glorious? You. Yes. Lube. D. Lube. Second. This is the second, I'm pretty sure. Auto, magic, and then find you, append lube 2. And that's that. I am not dealing with base mineral oil. I am voiding... Ah, yes. I shall be voiding the base mineral oil. I am out of speed modules. There you go. Yeah, the base mineral oil is voided in flare stacks for whatever reason. It shall be voided. It shall always be voided. Now, what is the problem? Just needs more fish. Needs fish water. Huh? The polluted... Oh. Of course. So it's blatantly obvious that alien spores get burned in a flare stack versus clarified in a clarifier. Yes, it's blatantly obvious that a hydro plant produces a substance that gets voided in a flare stack rather than in a clarifier. But anyway, that is that. Why are you still full on your fish water? Is this not enough voiding? Yes, wasting alien spores. They must be destroyed. They must be destroyed. But that's gonna be that. That's gonna be that for the day, folks. We are about 8 minutes past the hour where we usually end things off. We've set up additional lubricant production. It just has to spend a little bit of time to come online fully. But yeah, the the paste or pulp here, the fish pulp that comes out of this, should feed all these fish again out of the nutrient pulp. Very, very, very small little build here that can be scaled easily. It's rather nice. What did we do today? We set up purple science. We have purple science flowing, and we have pink science flowing. Wait, that's the main two things we did. Purple and pink science, and we're taking technologies. We're actually taking technologies. We're working our way towards unlocking level 8 modules, which is a really big deal. The lube is because pink science needs lube, and I didn't have the production of it. Yeah, I need a lot of lube in the grand scheme. I need more lube than this, but yeah, I was short by a lot, and I have a lot of places that need lubricant, and yeah, just it's been on the to-do list to add more lube. But we went and we did lube, extra lube, just to have something to do for the rest of the stream, because yellow science will take a while. We now have to decide for the next stream next week, do we want to go into yellow science or level 8 modules? Which to do first? Level 8 modules or yellow science? Because we can do level 8 modules. We can do it. I have all the stuff to be able to do it. As far as I'm aware, we can make all the things to do the level 8 modules. The only thing we won't have is Beacon 3s, because that's another, like, Chrome, another circuit. So we can do modules, we could do yellow science. My vote is, of course, going to always be modules, so we'll, I'll just need to let the game run to take those techs, those module techs, in the meantime. But with that, folks, I would like to thank you all for watching. This has been Otaku Showboat. If you have enjoyed today's stream, please be sure to do all of the social and engagement stuff below the video. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you've not yet subscribed, and hit the notification bell. Consider becoming a member of the channel by hitting that great big blue join button, and supporting on Patreon at patreon.com/otakushowboat if you are so inclined and able. I will be back tomorrow with more of the Planet Coaster playthrough, as well as on Monday, and I will be back with more of this Factorio Sea Block playthrough on Tuesday. I hope to see you all on the next one.